Okay, guys. I'm sorry I haven't filmed in a couple weeks. I've been really busy and stuff. And I don't want to make this intro too long, so let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, so today is going to be a camp story time. And it's going to be what happened at camp. Just like, not necessarily everything that happened, just I had a stalker and a player. You will see what I mean once I tell you the story. Okay. Alright, so the first one, the stalker, everyone called him Fish. I'm not gonna say his real name because like everyone just called him Fish, so he's Fish. And it all started, he was in my group and he caught me from falling off a log, and later that night we were having s'mores, so I sat by him and I was telling him thank you, just being nice and stuff, because he was nice to me by catching me. He could easily let me fall and laugh, but he didn't. Thought that was nice. So I was like, I just sat by him because he was sitting by himself, and I was like, thank you, for all that, you know. And he was just like really nice and stuff. And then fast forward to the next day, starts following me around. Okay, no, fast forward to the next day. Alright, let me restart that. Whew. He was really nice and stuff. Fast forward to the next day. His friends came and told me that he liked me. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I wasn't really paying any attention to it. And, like, I would see him, he would look at me and stuff. Like, he would stare at me, and I'm just like, you know. And then, so fast forward to the next day. Starts following me around. Not everywhere yet, but a lot of places. Fast forward to the next day. It's everywhere. No. Take that back. Rewind. Starts following me some places in the morning. Then at the afternoon, he's like, it's like there's a rope attached to me and him. He won't get off my back. And I'm just like, so that happens and happens. And I'm just like, kill me. Please, just kill me. So that I had to put up with that all during camp, and it was horrible for me. My friend Charles was there, and he kept on telling the dude, he was like, back off, she don't like you, just back off, you're freaking her out. Because like I didn't want to tell him that because I didn't want to seem rude, but but Charles did it for me, and I didn't ask him to. He just jumped on it because it was getting on his nerves. And he was in the same cabin with him, and he told me that he almost punched him because he was talking about me. And I about fell on the ground laughing, and I was like, if you would have done that, I would have been so mad at you. But, oh my god. So that's number one. That was the stalker. Now let's get on to the player. His name was Jose. And it all started on... Alright, so we got at camp Monday, and it all started on Tuesday. Me and Charles were hanging out Monday and stuff, and like, and Tuesday. Then later when I left, Jose came up to Charles and he was like, hey, can you hook me up with her? What's her numbers? Just like stuff like that. And Charles told me, I didn't know about this until when we were leaving, when we were on the bus and we were about to the place that we were until like the last day of camp. Yeah. Till like the last day of camp. I did not know that happened. And Charles kept on telling him, no, she's my friend. She doesn't have a boyfriend, but like she's single, she doesn't want you, just stuff like that. Cause boy got my back. And so Tuesday night we go to the bowling alley. We went to the bowling alley. All the campers did. And when we were playing laser tag, he told everyone that was in the room that was playing laser tag with us, before like we went into the maze, to shoot at my butt. I heard it and I'm just like, wow, boys, just wow. And I didn't think much about it. Like, his friends were shoving him around and laughing and stuff, and I'm just like, whatever. But I didn't think much about it. Then during laser tag, keeps on killing me. Whoo, that got on my nerves. I'm very aggressive in laser tag. If you're gonna kill me, prepare to die the whole round. I will kill you, I will kill you, I will kill you every single time. Just remember that. But he kept on shooting me, kept on killing me. I was really mad. So, like, me and him were having, like, our own mini war. And then Charles tells me on the last day of camp that he was sitting there watching Jose when my back was turned and I was running away from him. Boy was actually shooting at my butt. Why? Alright, so when we got home, it was 10 o'clock, and like me and my friend just went to our cabin. Alright, so the next day Jose keeps on asking me for my number, and I'm just like, no. And this is what I told him, because him and his friends were having this little contest to see who can get the most girls and who can get the most girls' number. And I was like, no, all the girls already know about you and your little friends. Hold up. You and your little friend game is what I said. And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, so what? Just no, you can't get my number. And that was that. And then later on, he comes up when me and Charles were like playing basketball. He comes up and he was like, Cece, and I was like, what do you want now? Are you still trying to get my number? You haven't gave up yet? He was like, nah. But is that your boyfriend talking about Charles? And I'm like, oh my god. No, I was like, no, this is my best friend. Like, I've known him forever. No. And he was like, do you have a boyfriend? I was like, no, and I don't want one. I walked off. And I looked back at him, and he's looking at me. Like, when I turned back around, and him and his friends, like, he was back with his friends, and his eyes were following me and stuff. Like, I turned back around, and I see him, and he's back with his friends, and his friends are laughing and shoving him again. And I hear one, like, say, I heard one say, you're gonna be able to get her and stuff. And he's like, and he looked at his friend, and he was like, I love challenges. And I heard that, and I was like, oh my god, what did I do? And so I just keep on walking, because like and then later after dinner, I pass their group again, and they start making cat calls at me, and I just shake my head and keep on walking, like, because I don't got time for that stuff. Then the next day, like after the talent show, because there was a talent show, I was walking out and stuff, and he comes up and he's just walking by me, and I'm just like, what do you want, Jose? And he's like, nothing. I keep on walking, and he's still walking beside me. He's like, what kind of phone you got? And I was like, why do you want to know? He was like, no reason. Keep on walking. What's your number? I'm not giving you my number. Oh my god. I don't get what the boy did not understand about that. I was not going to give him my number. And I was just, ooh. Then we passed his cabin, and he stopped, and I stopped, and I was like, bye. And I was about to start walking again. I can't talk again. And he was like, and he said, come to my cabin, I'll show you a good time. And I'm like, no. And then I keep on going, and then I just go to my cabin. I'm just like, forget that. No. And then he starts laughing and I'm walking away, and he was like, and then he says, "You sure are a challenge," and I'm just like, but and I turn around, I was like, so what's that supposed to mean? I'm a challenge, and this boy says, I'm not gonna. He's like, it means you're a challenge, and I like challenges. And I'm like, and I was like, well, good for you, but this is not a challenge that you're gonna be able to. What did I didn't say exactly like that, but I basically said that, well, good for you, but I am not one of your challenges. And I started turning around walking. He was like, challenge accepted. And he talks to Charles the next day, and Charles tells me what he says, and he's like, he's not doing it for their little game. And I was like, why? What makes you think that? He was like, he really does like you. And I was like, I don't care. I don't like him. People need to get away from me. I'm tired of people following me. I'm tired of people trying to get my number. No, I just want to hang out with my friends, meet some new friends, stuff like this. I don't got time for that stuff. And ooh, and he was like, well, he keeps on talking about you to me, and he keeps on asking me to hook him up with you, and asking for your number, and about your, and about your life and stuff, your favorite color. I'm just like, it's none of his business. He needs to stop. Alright, so the last day of camp, I wanna just to enjoy it. So he comes up in the morning. He's like, can I get your number? And I'm like, if I give you my number, will you leave me alone? He's like, yeah. So I gave him my number. I gave him the wrong number. So he actually did leave me alone. Leave me alone. And when we were loading up the buses to leave for my county, he said, he was like, bye, I'll call you later. And I was like, okay, have fun with that. But I gave him the wrong number. So girl's gotta do what she gotta do. So yeah, that was my camp story time. That was the stalker. That was my stalker and the player. Alright, so bye guys. I'll see you. You're probably gonna see me in again today, because I have a few more videos I gotta